Hello, I'm here to present my fourth IT management article, which was called Technology Roadmap for the Creative Industries. I found this to be a very interesting article because it focused not only on IT road mapping, which is part of chapter 20 and 21 in our book, but it connected it to the creative industries, in particular to architecture, art, design, games, game building, media, and e-publishing. So typically we tend to think of these as very creative ventures, and the connection to IT has not always been consistent. However, the authors of the article indicate that digital media and digital technologies are changing the creative industries. And as a result, the creative industries really need to make sure that they're incorporating an IT roadmap into their design. The reason why is that digital technology is becoming an integral part of the telecommunication process. It's this conversion of technology, IT, and also the storage, the reproduction of digital media, all connects now to these creative industries. In addition, industries like e-publishing and gaming need to have an IT roadmap because they serve a customer base. They have to know what their current customers' needs are, and they also have to plan out how to better serve customers moving forward. So the authors suggested that there are two phases that need to happen when you look at road mapping. The article was very in-depth, and I think they narrowed it down just to two phases because there's so much more that could be covered. One was looking at engagement levels and data collection. That was phase one. And then phase two was data collection and validation. From these two phases, the authors came up with a number of challenges that they feel are universal challenges to all of the creative industries. One was bespoke technology development, which was an emphasis on technology and tools that are lightweight, flexible, and easy for artists or for the industries to use when creating new things, and in particular creating personalized experiences. The other challenge that's universal to the creative industries that's related to IT are archiving solutions. So now more than ever, as everything becomes digital, there's also this challenge of making sure that things aren't lost in translation. Before, if it was written on a piece of paper, it might be easier to reproduce that. And now, if things are not safeguarded, they can get lost if they're not being archived and stored correctly. It talked about how to present and engage people with cultural artifacts, and how to make sure that those were relevant and important. And then also it talked about, particularly in the gaming and e-publishing industry, but also in architecture and design, how to create new interactive and immersive user experiences and interfaces, making sure that the tools were active and engaging. So there's dual levels. So for instance, in a video game design company, they need to make sure that they are creating something that is interactive and engaging for their customers. On the other hand, for a person who is creating an app for an architect, they need to make sure that the architect can use it and make it easy and engaging. An architect, in turn, needs to have something that's digital that they can pass on to customers. So there's multiple levels, and I think that was a big part of what the article said is, in particular with the creative industry, because there's both the industry serving each other and the industry serving customers, that there's a lot of transition and ability to roadmap and take the IT road mapping in all sorts of directions. That's my article for the week. I found it very interesting. I hope you do too. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.